A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, a great adventure took place. Da 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 da! Yeah, so anyway, years ago I got to go to Daytona to do some tire testing with a certain Honda Canada Superbike team. This is my first view of the track, actually, before we got to the infield. They had NASCAR teams practicing there that day we arrived, and we caused quite a stir because we were wearing Honda Canada jackets. I think that's Mark Martin, one of the Ford drivers. I'm not sure who this guy is. I used to know, and I have forgotten in my old age. Over the back of the grandstand, there's our hotel and the local mall. And of course, while you're there, you got to eat at one of these places. But besides the ballet downtown, we also tried out this particular open air bar. And of course, while you're in Daytona, you got to have a dozen of these on the half shell with some cold Budweisers. Here is the beach itself. Quite interesting. Back to the track. Here we are standing in pit lane, someplace I never thought I'd find myself standing. And here is the banking with the three of us that went down. And it's pretty steep. You have to be on your hands and your feet to climb up that thing. And that's me standing by myself at the top. And here is someone whose name shall remain unnamed who took us down. And they also had IMSA cars practicing while we were there. So that was cool to see them. And there's the pit area and pit entrance again. And here is the garage, Freddie Spencer's RC30, Two Brothers Racing. Craig Arian was there. There's Jacques Gannett and Rick Tomasek from Sports Afield. Gannett was our new rider. There's Freddie heading out. Yeah, old crappy camera. Couldn't freeze the action quite enough. And here's Freddie again back in the pits, in the garage. I shook his hand and said hi, and that was about the end of it. His bike again on pit row. Pretty similar to the RC30s that the team I was with was running. The Honda Canada RC30 was pretty similar, but there were some significant differences. We didn't have that guy with his back to us, Mike Velasco, working on them, that's for sure. And Craig Arian was also there from Two Brothers. These are Freddie Carbs. They're a semi-downdraft flat slide Kean. And we were also interested in this little gusseted area they had welded up in the headstock area of Freddie's RC30 for strength. Freddie again doing some fitment of the controls before he goes back out on the track. And we were also interested in the little tire changer they use, which sure made changing tires really quick and slick. Well, that was my trip to Daytona. The drive down was hellish through the Smoky Mountains, a 30-foot trailer behind the team van, and we had her sliding sideways. I drove it a lot of the way, and it was something else. But that and hanging out with Gannett and Crevier and Velasco and Arian at the ballet in downtown Daytona was kind of the highlight of the trip. Anyway, that's my trip to Daytona.